This video will show you how to use the accessibility features on the iPad to allow it to read selections of text to students. The first thing that you want to do is click on your settings on your iPad or on the student iPad. So after you or the student is in settings, scroll until you find accessibility. Once you are in accessibility, go to spoken content. You have a couple options in spoken content, and I will show you what both of those features do. You can toggle on speak selection. Speak selection reads text to a student or a person of the highlighted content. So what is highlighted is read to them. If you turn on speak screen, it reads through the entire screen. So speak screen would be good for generally all students, especially if you want it to read, for example, the whole page of a Google Doc. Probably best for younger students too, since they might have a hard time selecting text. And so you'll notice if you are in the speak screen, there underneath it, it says swipe down with 2 fingers from the top of the screen to hear the content of the screen. So that's the directions for what you would do if you want to use the speak screen. So now I will show you how those two work. So I'm going to just pull up a Google Doc. This is one I've been working on with some teachers, or just one that I have in my drive since it looks a little slow. Just choose this math test. So for example, let's say that you have a student who is going to take this math test, and so you could provide that through Google Classroom, share it just as a Google Doc with them, and when the student swipes down with those 2 fingers,
Grade 3 math,
it will
math
start
test,
reading
22.
that to them.
Pam's mother is buying.
Toolbar, they can pause it, go backwards, start again, start, stop, and then it goes over here to the corner of the screen, and then they can just open that back up and navigate as they need to. So that's how that speak screen selection works. And again, I just pulled that down with 2 fingers. I found that if you want to just highlight the text, they will have to be able to edit the document for the highlighting of the text to work, is what I found. So we might go back out to a different document that I don't have to highlight for them. Actually, let's just go out to Safari and just pull up this news document. And so how the speak selection works is you need to make sure that you are in the reader view. So when you're in the reader view, you just tap there, and I'm in that reader view. So reader view takes away all the distractors. And so with the reader view, you can select the text that you want read, and then you can see there I have that option, some other options, but I want it to speak to me. And so with that, it's just going to
Dr.
read
Anthony Fauci, the government's top infectious diseases expert, emphasized the dangers of COVID-19 on Tuesday, contradicting President Donald Trump's false claim that the coronavirus was only as deadly as the flu.
So that was speak selection. So it speaks a selected amount of text, where
Dr. Fauci contradicts Trump's false claim that COVID-19 is as deadly as flu. It is not correct to say it's the same as flu, the government's top infectious disease expert told.
So those are your options on speak selection and speak screen options for those to read